Tell your friends to share it with the friend, and come on by. We're here every week talking bullshit about everything and anything that strikes our mind. Obviously, big thing going on is this coronavirus COVID-19 situation. Um, how you been this last week, Lex?
I've been pretty good. My
Yeah.
biggest thing I want to reach out and say is go ahead, grab that blunt,
Spark it up.
spark it up, light it up.
Of course.
Make sure you get high, tune in, hit that subscribe button.
You
Make sure
already
you
know.
fucking share it.
You already know. Share the fuck out of that thing, man. But yeah, COVID-19 taking over, continue to grow across the country. People continue to get exposed to this virus or
Horribly.
disease. I mean, it's a real disease. I know it's a virus, people get sick, but this is like, I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I'm not a doctor. I don't know the difference between disease and virus, but either way, this shit is fucking people up. It's fucking killing people.
Definitely no good.
Yeah.
Nobody's staying inside. At least
No.
where we're at, nobody's staying inside.
Yeah, at least we're.
But we're not catching it like you motherfuckers in
Right.
New York.
It's going crazy in New York.
You guys have a serious fucking problem. Stay inside.
Well, they're staying as far as the
Don't
city and the
fucking
borough.
move.
The city, as far as the cities and boroughs is, I mean, people are staying inside. Other than people that have to still go to work. The way the government is fucking this up is because people still have to go out of work. There's people that are shut down and shit like that, but for the most part, people that still have to go to work have to go to work. Me, myself included. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not a real essential business that needs to be open, but my business is still open. And
Technically, my business could stay open. I have a
Yeah.
beer and wine license,
Yeah.
so that would allow me to stay open.
Yeah, you'd
in
be
this
at-
county
well,
of Broward.
I don't know. Well,
Yes, beer and
for-
wine, and I have like a convenience license, so
Okay.
basically a
Yeah,
convenience,
convenience
store,
store. Yeah,
so I could stay open if I wanted to.
Yeah,
but
well, there's people.
I don't
want
want to get people sick.
Yeah, there's people that are out there. Yeah, that don't want to get people sick, so they're closing down. But then there's people that are still open. It's like, if I close down, my fucking business is gonna be.
I mean,
over,
I'm fucked.
My
Like,
bu-
I'm
yeah.
seriously fucked. Like,
Yeah, there's businesses
there's no
out
doubt
there.
about that. But there's tons of businesses that are gonna go
Yeah.
to shit or are going to be in financial
Already,
debt and
yeah.
all that.
There's already
from
people,
this.
yeah,
There's already, it's
business-
already affected probably a lot of people.
Yeah, there's
You know,
businesses out there that know that, like, oh,
especially
we can't
people
go
that
there.
live day to day by their fucking money. That's not there anymore for a lot of people, and that sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, but with as serious as it is getting, everybody's got to stay inside as much as they can, wear masks, wear gloves, but
Yeah, if you do
remember,
go
don't
out-
fucking throw those gloves out. The gloves are, for like if you're getting money from somebody, all right, you put the gloves on for fucking a minute, throw them the fuck out, because otherwise they're pointless, I mean, you're going
But
to get
see,
in your
that's-
car, touch your steering wheel, touch the doorknob, touch this, touch that, but you're still going to be touching your face with those fucking gloves that got everything on.
So then what about with the money? Do you not touch the money ever again?
No, I mean, go home, fucking put that shit under a UV light. They say, like they have at the nail salon, or fucking hold a lighter underneath it so it fucking, catches on fire.
Yeah,
and
but
burns.
see that's what I don't understand. That's what I don't understand about it. It's crazy. It's like how are people, like, have they figured out how people are really, like, is it just by touching shit? If I'm next to somebody,
I hear all
or
sorts
like,
of different shit. That
so
it's
it's like-
airborne, that it's odd shit, that they're catching it from people to people.
so how
it's-
much are the gloves really gonna help you then?
It might help you for, who the fuck really knows?
That's what I'm saying.
It's
You know what I mean?
definitely
I
a
thi-
preventive measure,
we-
though.
yeah.
Like, if you're out, I could,
I feel like it's
I can
crazy.
see it helping something. For me, I don't know. I fucking eat sandwiches with fucking grease all over my hands, so what the fuck is the difference?
Yeah, like
I'm immune to that shit.
they got this picture.
Either that or I've already had it.
They got this
That's
picture
my
of a
other
lady
theory.
on a train, and she's eating eating her food with the gloves on. Like, okay, if you
If you just took the gloves out to eat that sandwich, that's one fucking thing. Because your hands are dirty and you might not be, Okay, that'd be one thing, but
But yeah, but
more than likely that fucking lady walked around all day with the gloves and decided, hey, now I'm gonna eat my sandwich.
But it's okay. But if it's airborne, it's already on the sandwich.
It's exactly.
So the gloves will really defeat the purpose because you're eating the sandwich. See, so that's where I'm lost for it. Like earlier today, like allergy season is the worst for me. I know a lot of people go through it a lot, but every fucking around this time, my allergies go crazy. And at my job, they're doing on top of it, they're doing construction, like not construction, but they're building this wall or this room in the warehouse, and so they're like blowing the dust and shit from on the floor, and it's get caked up, and my allergies go crazy. And my fucking boss is like, you need to put on a mask. Like everybody's fucking like, flipping out.
Well, actually, your job's in plantation, isn't it?
No, my job is in Tamarack.
Tamarack. Okay.
But yeah, they passed.
Plantation.
Plantation. I live in Plantation.
Yeah, so you have to
so
wear a mask.
when you're in, down
even to walk your dog,
to go anytime you're outside, you have to put your mask on. You go into a business, you gotta have a mask on. Yeah. Like if you're other than in your car driving to where you're going, any than that you have to have your mask on. And I'm wondering, like, is this the new norm? Like after this COVID situation is like.
It'll go back to normal eventually. Of course, it'll take a while. There's going to be probably a bit of a depression, a decrease in,
Yeah. Well, I know it's going to get back to normal.
It's definitely not going to be as horrible. Like I seen today, there's a 170-year-old dude who this is his second epidemic in life.
Yeah.
Like he went through the Spanish flu epidemic back in 1918
Guys
and shit, and
so
now
he's seen everything.
But like he was 5 years old, so he didn't obviously see it the Spanish flu thing, but his family or something else, but he was alive for it.
And then there's cases like this old lady, she's like 90-something years old, and she recovered for it, but then there's people that's like in their 70s that are dying, so it's like, it seems like it's like it doesn't matter anymore. And then you got the one that you were telling me about, the little girl.
The Charlotte Fiji.
Charlotte Fiji.
She was
13 years old.
But her immune system was all messed up too. So
okay,
she had epilepsy and some other stuff, and but yeah, that was.
But then there's still
influential.
A baby died from it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like it's getting crazy out of hand. And of course, things are going to go back to normal as far as the economy and shit like that.
If you look at the numbers too, like the numbers, when we were all sitting here, everybody's making jokes and memes and all that shit about it. China was one of the worst ones, I want to say. And then now all of us are surpassed it. Like the top 10 list. Just for fucking countries, USA is the top. What do we have? 462 cases. Only 24,000 have recovered. We have over 16,000 deaths.
The numbers are crazy. The numbers are definitely crazy.
New York, Jesus.
New York.
You guys are higher than fucking Spain, which is number 2, out of fucking 159K cases.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's getting crazy. But people just gotta stay safe. If you're going out there, just wear your mask out in public.
I understand it's hard.
People gotta go out. People have to go out. You can't sit in your house. You have to go out for groceries. The grocery stores are still open. So obviously people are going.
It's so hard for me to shop for a week. A week worth of food supplies.
That's what
I live day by day for my food.
That's what I'm trying. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to just go on the weekend, shop what I need throughout the week, and then next weekend if I need something, only going to the stores, the public places if it's an emergency. I'm usually just going home, going to work, going home, going to work.
Yeah.
So
I'm going home, coming to my shop,
then that's the crazy shit. I'm at work thinking are the person that I'm working with, are they doing the same shit, or when they get out of work, are they going to hang out with a whole bunch of people going here, there? You know what I mean? So it's like I feel like things aren't going to really see a drastic improvement until everything actually is shut the fuck down. how other countries
Which
done.
sucks, yeah.
Other countries did it, you know, shut everything down, and you know what I mean? They're showing improvement. They're showing vast improvement. America's like, no, we still want to get that fucking money. We don't care if we're losing millions of people are dying and shit like that. We need to get this money. We need, you know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know. But on to a different subject. Trying to think past this.
Let's go over all the numbers before we get past this whole COVID thing. You know, we have the top 10 cases in New York. I mean, not New York. I'm sorry. In the U.S. starts with New York at 159K. Then we go to New Jersey, which is only at 51,000. Like right next door. Like, granted,
it's the boroughs.
Smaller, yeah, it's definitely
the boroughs.
city,
everybody's
on top of each other.
They're on top
but
of
that's
other.
What China was. Everybody was on top of them.
Yeah, but
and
they
China has
shut everything down.
They're practically fully recovered.
Yeah, they shut everything down. Everything stopped. Everybody.
Are they back up and running yet? Is
There's
China
something.
running?
No, they're not fully.
They're still.
They're still locked down. There's some things that are still, you know, that are coming back to normalcy, but still a lot of things. They tried to get their professional sports to start back up. I know the CBA, the China Basketball Association, they tried. I think they lasted for like a week, but people were getting sick again.
Yeah.
So they shut it all down, and that was the end of that. So they're still in a transition of coming, you know, recovering. There's not going to be a full recovery anywhere until there's a vaccine. So until there's a vaccine for it, there's not going to be any real improvement, any real progress with it. And even if they do get a vaccine, you're not going to see numbers go down, you know, really to low numbers until, you know, it gets probably like 6, 8 to a year after a vaccine comes out. So who knows what this is going to be like? Who knows? The numbers are crazy. The whole situation is crazy. You know, you just kind of think about, you know, what the fuck is it gonna be like after this?
Definitely. I mean, shit. Like food orders now is just all indoors. It's definitely gonna take a while for them to, I feel like, open up seating and shit like that, restaurants and everything. Definitely. Even after this, like, and which ones are gonna survive? You know, like some restaurants are probably fully shut down.
Those mom and pop restaurants, those little,
they're trying.
You know what I mean? That favorite spot that you used to get those sandwiches from, that nobody else makes it like them because they go to this local bakery or whatever. That's gonna shut all of that shit. Your favorite pizzeria and shit, they're gonna shut. Like these companies, they can't survive this. They can't survive the fact that nobody's coming in. Nobody's coming to, you know, eat at our restaurant or buy our food. A lot of them are offering the free delivery. You know what I mean? We're talking about, you know what I mean, with these delivery companies like Grubhub and Uber Eats and shit like that. You know what I mean? They're offering free delivery to people so that they can try and get some company, you know, some type of business going on. Then you got company like the movie theaters.
Yeah, the movie theaters are definitely that's one thing. They're taking a big hit. A lot of the movies are just going to come out right on digital platform for everybody to stream or rent, buy, whatever. I know Disney's already dropped a few of them, like Onward. I think that was supposed to go right to. I think that went right to digital. Yeah. It was supposed to go to into the movies for a while. Yeah. I know they're talking about releasing Mulan and Black Widow.
Yeah, they're gonna put that on Disney Plus.
A couple others like that movie that we had talked about in one of the first or second episodes, Bloodshot with Vin Diesel. That went straight to digital. It sucked.
Probably would have went straight to digital either way because it was probably some trash. But you know, and then you think
doctors,
about
like doctors are all doing FaceTime visits now. You know, like FaceTime or Facebook or whatever the fuck it is. They don't want you in their office. They don't want to get sick.
Yeah.
And surgical supplies are at a low. We're not surgical, but masks and gloves and everything necessary to keep the viruses away from the frontliners and shit like that.
All of that shit is just moving quick. Yeah. Everybody's going through it. It's just everything is just crazy. Yeah. So let's think about the future. Like we were talking about the movies and the restaurants and that. What do you think that, you know what I mean? I use the term the new norm. Like, what do you think is going to be? What do you think is the new norm? Like some of these things are actually beneficial for consumers, like movies and shit like that. I remember they were talking about this probably like a couple of years ago, talking about movies moving a streaming system, having a, when a movie comes out, you can have the opportunity to buy it on a Netflix device or something like that and watching it in your home. You know what I mean? That's a pretty cool feel. Like, I like seeing the movies early. So what do you think something like that would last?
Definitely. I mean, Netflix basically does something like that themselves. Not big time movies, but all their movies that they make drop by themselves. I feel like Apple's just came out with their own thing, Apple Plus TV, where they're making their own movies and releasing them, which is one of the movies that I want to suggest while we're all on lockup. They have a couple movies on there.
But
there's a lot of shit.
What about the big movies? Like, say if like a Marvel fucking movie, like, you know what I mean? Like we said, the Black Widow is coming to Disney Plus. Yeah. But what if like Avengers Endgame? You know what I mean? It wasn't in the theaters, and they had a platform that they were just releasing them at home. Like that, I think that'd be pretty dope. You know what I mean? Being in the comfort of your home, watching TV. You know what I mean? Like
the big theater experience is definitely something that I think a lot of people aren't gonna like. There's still gonna be movie theaters. People love that shit. There's tons of people who love that shit. And then drive-ins, you don't like. I love going to the fucking drive-in. Yeah. Granted, I don't go that often. I don't have the time or something. Like everything I do is at night mostly.
But I think the benefit of it,
daytime person.
I think the benefit is like people look at the movies like, I'm going to the movies to watch this movie, spending $30 on some fucking popcorn, $15 on some candy.
It is expensive.
You know what I mean? It's like when you could be at your house. But chilling, comfortable. Everybody gathers around. We can have dinner while we watch it, or have all the snacks that I want here. You know what I mean? It could be cool like that. So I think there's a space for it to obviously expand. You know what I mean? I like to see with that.
There definitely is, but there's no. I don't see it. I don't see movie theaters going away or anything. Like it's all gonna open back up. They're all gonna be fucking shot and close to fucking maybe bankruptcy or something, because that's a big money industry, and when you get shut down, you're losing so much profit. I mean, you got to think they get those candies at probably like 75 cents, if not cheaper than that, and fucking selling them.
Yeah.
Fucking $10, $11, $15.
You sneaking them shits in. You see that motherfucker with his girlfriend with the big purse. They sneaking in a whole fucking meal into the movie theaters. Going to the fucking fast food spot, picking something up before the movie theaters. Cause them shits be expensive as fuck, man. Yeah. Them shits be expensive as hell going up in there. You spend $28 for a ticket, but then you're spending like $80 on fucking concession.
I've
you know what I mean?
Even more than that now with the sit-down theaters, like the dine-ins. I've gone there and spent a couple $100 fucking eating.
Definitely.
Like fucking
especially
fresh
especially
meal,
if you're hitting up that bar.
Ice cream, if you're hitting the bar.
Hitting up that bar, getting some adult beverages up in there. That's how you make the movie better, But having that experience at home, you know what I mean? That'd be dope too. So, you know what I mean? I'm curious to see where it goes. I think if they're obviously they have no choice but to be successful right now because nobody's going to the movie theaters with it. But I think if they see, you know what I mean, they see that people are enjoying this, the fact that I think afterwards they might experiment. Maybe not with the high level movies, but maybe like low level movies that nobody's really excited to go see. But let's throw it out on digital as well in the theaters and see how they compare.
They do that a little bit now. Like I know I've seen a couple things on Apple that it's like, oh, buy this now or rent it now. Because it's in theaters. Like Apple's does that a little bit, and it's usually a movie that's not like really like I want to see that. I think there was maybe one that I was like, oh shit, that's dope. I can watch that right now. Like I'll do that. I'll buy it.
Hell yeah! Like if I see a movie that I think that I would think about going to the theaters. But, you know what I mean, they offered it at home. It's like, I really don't want to spend the money to go see it at a theater. Maybe I spend the $5.99 or $9.99.
I've even bought it, even for $20. So you got to
watch.
think a movie ticket. If I just take me and my girl, which it's not going to end up usually being me and my girl, it's going to be me and my girl and the kids.
I think that
if it's a movie, I feel like I'm gonna buy. Like I would have went to the movie theater and watched it there.
Right.
I would have already spent $30-$40 on fucking movie tickets alone. So $20 to buy it isn't that bad, and then I can watch it forever.
You think they'll buy it or be rented? I don't think that they'll be able to buy it and watch it. I think a
lot of them were rentals of that they say watch it while it was in theaters. But I know that I bought a movie that was in theaters on Apple, and I want to say it was like $20 or $14.99 or something like that.
But that would be something cool to think about in the past. But keeping on the topic of movies, like what is something like during this everybody's locked down?
Yeah.
What are you watching?
One of my favorite things I've been watching while we've been locked down is Dave.
Yes.
Dave. That's definitely been fucking hilarious.
Yes,
Little Dicky did a great job with that.
Hi, I'm Dave.
Yep.
Hi, I'm Dave. Yeah, that show was fucking hilarious, man. The newest, the last two.
The new episode just dropped last night.
Yeah,
episode 7.
The last. Well, I haven't watched 7 yet, but
yeah, I haven't watched 7. I've watched everything else.
5 and 6 was really good.
Yes.
Getting into Gator's backstory. If you guys haven't watched Dave, man, definitely go check that out. It's on FX.
Or Hulu. If you have Hulu, you can watch FX through Hulu. So that's why I've been watching it.
Yeah, it's definitely a funny ass show, and Little Dicky he's hilarious.
Hilarious, man. He's fucking hilarious. I've loved a lot of his music that he's done for a while now. Yeah. And once I seen this was coming out, I was like, I gotta watch it.
Yeah, I've been
way more than giving it any kind of chance, and it's fucking great.
Oh, I was hyped for it.
Yeah,
when I found out he was coming out with the show, I was fucking hyped for it. Like I was like, oh, he's gonna have he's funny as hell in his music. Like listening to his music and everything, I've listened to him for a while since he came out with like Let Me Freak. I think they came out in like I don't know, maybe 2016 or something like that. But he's just hilarious. So when I found out he was coming out with a show, I wanted to see more of like what he had.
Yeah.
So he's definitely he's definitely lived up to it. He's definitely surpassed and exceeded my expectations for the show.
Definitely.
So I suggest everybody go out there and get to it. And what I liked about the previous episodes, we both said we didn't see episode 7, but the previous episodes they got a little bit more in depth to into the characters, especially Gator, as I remember.
Yeah. And showed them that they're more of a
showed them that more vulnerable,
dysfunctional group.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
That's what basically they call themselves.
That's what they call themselves. But I guess in a sense,
it's reality. A lot of us are
it's reality. It's reality.
Up in one way or another, or something. Whether you want to admit it or not.
Everybody, definitely. And it's kind of like how it play out on what his name is. Little Dicky is kind of making fun of himself, and that's how their name is. Dysfunctional, making fun of themselves because they're fucked up. But it showed how a real moment with the Gator episode, and they're showing his backstory, and then him coming out. I don't want to spoil it for anybody that's seen it, but it's really good. Go check it out. And then the episode after that kind of got into deep of him. You know what I mean? Deep rooted from his childhood and shit like that. But they did a funny twist on it. They made it real. You know what I mean? And that's what I really like about it. They get into relationship shit and all of this stuff, and it's like just a real ass show. So definitely go check that out. What else?
Jason Mewes has been doing a bunch of shit for Netflix. Like we just watched the Jay and Silent Bob reboot.
Yeah,
that was
fucking
pretty funny.
Hilarious, man. If you're a Jay and Silent Bob fan, definitely watch that.
He did another one on Netflix that I watched, Mind of Your Method. Yeah, it was okay. It was it was definitely a little different.
Out there.
Yeah, but
he's out. He's out there.
Yeah, he's definitely out there himself.
He's fucking ex-heroin addict. Of course he's out there.
And then that Coffee and Kareem.
Oh, that was
pretty good. I watched it.
It was pretty funny. Predictable, but it was funny as hell. You know what I mean? Typical little just one of those, just slapstick laugh comedies that you just want to watch. You know what I mean? Nothing else to do. Definitely funny. One movie that I suggest people go see is Platform. It's on Netflix. Well,
That's what I was gonna ask you when we were ready to sit down.
It's called
the movie. It's yeah.
Yeah, it's called The Platform. It's a Netflix movie. It's a foreign film, and this shit is like foreign films. They're just out there crazy. You know what I mean? As they are. But this movie it takes place in like a fictional prison, and I don't know what time period it is or anything like that. But they got this fucking tall ass prison, just fucking 2 people to each floor with a big like rectangle in the middle of the floor, and this platform of food, like I'm talking like fine dining. Michelin star type food. You know what I mean? Like fucking escargot and fucking gourmet chefs making, these wonderful meals all over, like huge spread. And it goes down the levels and it stops on each level for like, I don't know, maybe a minute. So obviously as it gets lower and lower, people get less food and shit like that. And it's just showing how crazy these people get. And it's a crazy ass fucking movie. The main character that they have on it, he ends up like all the way down on the low ass floor, and he's got no fucking food, and his cellmates like eating him and shit, like eating little pieces off of him at each night, and it's fucking crazy. I don't want to get too much into it, but it's a pretty tripped out movie. You want to check that out on there, definitely for sure.
Tiger King, if you haven't watched that, oh my god, that's tasty as fuck. Oof.
I think everybody's seen Tiger King.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it, go watch it. What is the other one? The Apple TV came out with a TV show called, not a TV show, a movie called The Banker. Great fucking movie, true story. It was about the first 2 guys that were black that ever owned a bank. They started buying buildings and shit like that first, and then bought a bank.
First black owned banker,
Texas, I think, or Louisiana, like one of the down south states.
Yeah, I saw that with Samuel L. Jackson. I saw the
Samuel L. Jackson and the dude who played
Anthony Mackie.
Yeah, Anthony Mackie. That's it.
Yeah, I saw the preview for that. That looked.
It was definitely a great fucking movie. I love true stories and shit like that. It's something I'll definitely watch it a couple more times. That's for sure.
Definitely gotta check that
out. And something that was part of history, that's something that I definitely didn't know before I watched it. And
yeah, nothing's better than a good true story. You know what I mean? Especially when it's like something you never really knew about. You know what I mean? And it brings out those stories, and they got good characters in it. But it's definitely a movie I wanted to check out. You know what I mean? Samuel L. Jackson, motherfucking GOAT. You know what I mean? You gotta watch that. Gotta check that out.
Anthony Mackie plays his role really good too. Super great actor. I mean, he's been in a lot of shit.
Yeah, he's been in a lot of shit. Fucking Papa Doc.
Yeah, right.
It's fucking Papa Doc, bro.
The other Disney movie, Onward. I thought that was pretty good.
I was watching that for a little bit, and I was getting really drunk, and I passed out on the couch watching it. So it ended up watching me for a while. But what I saw was really good. You know what I mean? Disney always comes with them bangers. You know what I mean? Disney movies are always great, and it was funny.
It's a Pixar, of course, too. So that's what made it a little bit better. I feel like when they add their little touch to it, it's always makes that a little bit better. I feel
the magical element of Pixar, and fucking they pull out them heartstrings. They definitely do. They definitely do that.
And then I watched The Mayans. I actually watched that. I think that's another FX thing, right?
Oh, the
motorcycle thing. Yeah. Which is another thing on how TV fucking turns you people into snitching.
Oh,
snitch.
speaking of snitch, we gotta jump straight to it, man, because it's fucking Tekashi 6ix9ine is finally free.
Oh man, I
This
couldn't
guy-
believe that. He's fucking actually out.
Yeah,
This guy.
You know what I mean? He got to.
Who's gonna take the bets on who's gonna kill him? Or no, it's not gonna be who's gonna kill him. It's gonna be when he's gonna die.
I don't know, man. We'll see. In this type of fucking, we'll see how what I mean. How he's out here moving.
Right? Yeah.
You know,
I mean, like I said, the
yeah.
movies brainwashed everybody to accept snitches. So maybe.
That's just this new generation, man.
Maybe
These
he's
kids
brainwashed y'all to accept it.
These kids, they're. I mean, they don't really. I mean, but
I
there's
feel
people out
sorry,
there.
man. What do you think for the shit? If 6ix9ine's released and doesn't die, the presidency in like 75 years is fucked. maybe even before that. Maybe 50 years. Maybe 25.
You know what I mean? I don't think.
Nah,
I don't think.
Still, our generation is.
I don't think he's gonna fucking George Zimmerman's out here still alive, bro. He ain't gonna fucking kill 6ix9ine, bro. 6ix9ine's gonna be
with a name like Zimmerman, though. I mean, I've seen that on a lot of buildings.
Yeah, I see it. Well, the one that we live by, yeah.
There's a bunch of them.
Well, it's a fucking.
I mean, it's not even like he's rich or anything.
It's just. But with the 6ix9ine situation, he comes out and the first thing he does is just post this thing on Instagram saying like, "Oh, why is everybody calling me a snitch? Like, what did I do?" Like, he's like just adding on to.
He's trying to get
his
it's publicity. That's all it is. He's like, all right, yeah, I snitched. Now I'm gonna joke about it as soon as I get out of jail. And that's what's gonna make.
That's
it cool.
what these kids.
Everybody's gonna be like, oh, he does
so funny,
and then it gets him all this publicity and all this hype,
more memes.
and it still just makes him. Hey, I'm back. Like now, and I still got it. Like y'all are just gonna watch me no matter what I do.
But that's what's gonna piss off the people that really want to kill him.
Oh yeah,
it's like, oh, you're coming out here.
That's for sure. Not under witness protection. Not under this. Not under that.
Playing games.
Yeah. Like you gotta have heavy security. Like, and he's gotta have no money, unless the government gave him a little bit back or something. Who the fuck knows? It's fucking horrible.
Who knows?
It's horrible.
The kid is ridiculous, man. So I don't know. We'll see where he goes from here. I don't think
his hair is still.
I don't think he's gonna go far. I have no idea.
No,
I don't know if that's a picture of him.
I don't know if that's an updated picture.
I have no idea. But we'll see.
I definitely want to see one.
Do you think he's gonna make music? He can't rap about doing gangster shit anymore.
I mean, why not? He never really rapped about doing gangster shit, did he? Like, it felt like it was all like, rah, rah, rah. It was all fake shit. He never really made sounds and noises, I feel like. I forget, what the fuck was the one song that really became hype, but it wasn't even...
Like Nicki Minaj. So I don't even remember.
That was one that became big, but there was one that made him big.
I don't really remember any of his music.
I don't fucking remember. It's just all screaming and bullshit. Like,
I couldn't sing one of his songs right now. I couldn't sing any of his lyrics.
There's a bunch of them out there that are just horrible. Like, but then there's a bunch of them that are like decent still too. Like I found a bunch of new artists that have came out that are great. I actually haven't even looked into music since we've been locked up. What's really been aggravating me is that WorldStar keeps posting all these artists previewing their music. Half of it sucks. I'm sorry, guys. Like, preview something better. And just fucking drop this shit. Stop previewing it. Like, what the fuck else is there to do? You guys gotta be... if I was a music artist, I would be in the booth every fucking day. I would have quarantined myself in a booth with a fucking refrigerator, a fucking stove, and all that shit.
See, that's the thing. A lot of
like, let's do this.
But see, that's the
drop
thing.
So much music right now. Like,
that's the thing. A lot of them are.
And I wouldn't have made a song about coronavirus.
They still
Maybe I would have mentioned it, but not made a whole fucking song about it.
Yeah. I don't know.
Maybe like a verse.
Or not even anything.
No, I probably would have made a verse. Like, you got to make something about this. You know,
just not a verse.
Maybe like eventually in a couple years, like that Corona had a
maybe just a line.
Like
just a line. Or whatchamacallit. Uncle Murdo will just do it at the end of the year. Uncle Murdo will just do it at the end of the year when he does his wrap up, and that'll be it. But I don't listen to any of these new motherfuckers.
No, I do. I listen to Kodak Black. I mean, I guess
Nope.
Odd Squad Family.
Nope.
They're not even really known by anybody. They're still up and coming. I feel like I found them through a bunch of different shit, but I listen to all sorts of shit. Mercules, the Canadian rapper, he's actually out there. I think he's killing it. Like he just goes onto everything. Like whatever that motherfucker must just stay in the booth, fucking like 20 hours a day and sleeps 4. Wakes up right back in the booth.
He's hungry.
I'm just like he'll go find whatever's hot and just fucking remix it.
That's it. He's hungry.
Yeah, get that shit, bro. And I have no hating. Go get it because I love it. I love listening to it. Spit that shit all day. Fucking that other Canadian rapper, Little Windex, cleaning it up. That shit's fucking hilarious.
He's funny as hell.
He's funny as shit.
I've seen some of his shit.
And he did. They did a cipher with those two and I think 2 other Canadian rappers, or at least northern rappers, and it was a decent cipher. Like especially Little Windex's verse on that really showed you he has some lyrical talent. And that motherfucker's just rich. He's not like hood rich. He's just rich. He just got money. Like I think he came out as a joke or something like that.
That's it. Started making
even more money because everybody was like, "Oh shit, that shit's funny," and it's like decent.
Hey,
like he's got some lyrical talent.
If you could do it, go for it.
Yeah.
Little Dicky could do it. He's probably papered up. Not probably. I'm sure he's papered up. He's got He's got a TV show. You know what I mean? So.
Still probably.
But he's spitting bars though.
Yeah.
Lil Dicky was really spitting bars though. He rips it up, man. His freestyles and a bunch of shit. Always he's spitting bars. He's spitting bars on the show. So I mean, if you can really see funny shit and all that is cool. You got a little gimmick, but you got to really be. And always the ones that's really actually got bars that last long and really make money in the game or do big things in the game.
Mac Miller, rest in peace.
Mac Miller was one of them. But I think it's time.
Biggie,
of course. Of course.
Those, if they were still alive today,
rest in peace.
I wonder really what music would really be like.
They'd be old and out the game. They'd be millionaires.
They
be moguls in the game.
I think Tupac would have been more of in the acting game than anything if he was alive.
Most definitely.
He would not be rapping.
He'd be on TV shows. He'd have a production company. All of that.
Biggie, I think he would still be making music.
I don't think so. I think he'd be done. I think he'd be fucking executive. I think he'd
be up there, but I think he'd still be dropping.
He'd be like Jay-Z. He'd be like Jay-Z. Come drop an album once in a while, but really, I'm doing this mogul shit. I'm trying to run businesses and be a billionaire and be a tycoon and all of this other stuff. You know what I mean? So that's the type of stuff, you know what I mean, he's into. I think that he would be into if he was still alive. Gotta get some stuff off. But
it's a bunch of people I just love listening to now. It's just I
listen to old. Well, not really old, but older guys. I listen to Royce 5'9". He came out with a new album recently, The Allegory. Check that out. Jadakiss came out with a new album.
Yeah,
just like last month. This shit is fire. That's pretty much really all I've been listening to. I listen to J. Cole all the time, Kendrick all the time. Today I was listening to a little Wu-Tang. You know what I mean? De La Soul. It's Throwback Thursday. So, you know what I mean? I had to throw that on the Spotify when I was at work. That's the type of shit that I listen to. But let's get into the most fun segment to me of the week. Is the Florida Man of the Week. Or Florida Men of the Week.
Florida Men of the Week.
Because, you know, down here in Florida, you got a whole bunch of crazy motherfuckers. Florida Man's everywhere, man. He's fucking everywhere. And you got a couple
of Florida men that were arrested going to Hawaii.
COVID got people going crazy.
Yeah, this COVID, a lot of people have been arrested for not having a place to stay. Like in Hawaii, 2 Florida men.
Oh, they were in Hawaii.
2 different men
spread it out.
were in 2 different Florida men. There was a couple more than that, you know, but they were not Florida men.
The one
on
that was
different
tripping.
Occasions, yeah.
The ones that was tripping, of course, were from Florida.
They got to Hawaii and they had no place to stay, so they fucking arrested them.
Why?
And they like the one dude like started bugging out on the airport people, like y'all arrested me because I have no place.
Wait,
to fucking
they were
go.
at the airport.
They flew into the fucking place. They flew to Hawaii. Like they didn't get there illegally or nothing. Like they actually flew there legitimately.
Yeah.
And fucking when they got there, they were told they gotta have like be registered to go stay someplace. Oh, and if they're not registered because there was a lockdown shit because of COVID. So one of the Florida men started bugging out, throwing chairs at the airport employees, all that shit. Like it
tripping out, man. You out there tripping out, Florida man. Like stay your ass home. Stay home and stay safe, y'all. Come on, Florida man. What you doing all the way in Hawaii? Flipping chairs and acting crazy.
One of the other dudes,
innocent Hawaiians,
was the other Florida man was a homeless dude, and he didn't have anywhere to stay. Like he flew there, I guess, to go stay on the fucking beach. Like, I'm in Hawaii. I'm gonna become the bomb on Mo.
Fuck it, I have vacation. I'm still going on vacation. Fuck it, fuck this virus.
So since he didn't,
Florida man, stay your ass at home, Florida man. Yeah. Out there terrorizing the nice people in Hawaii, man. They ain't got nothing to do with the.
But they released them and flew back to wherever
they sent them back home.
Sent
them back to Florida. Sent this crazy ass back here. Go act crazy in fucking Florida. Oh man. Well, I got some Florida man that actually happened in Florida. Which I think is probably one of the craziest places in Florida is Orlando. This motherfucker not staying his ass home, going to McDonald's for some odd fucking reason. This man was out here showing his dick to people at the McDonald's. Like he's driving around, and it's not like just one place he went to. He went to multiple places showing his cock out here in Orlando at the McDonald's out here. Like what the fuck is going on with this dude? He's trying to give the people at McDonald's his own little Happy Meal. Trying to give you this double meat. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck is going on with people right now? Like, this is not even like coronavirus got you tripping. You just out here just tripping, showing your cock to people for no reason. Keep your shit in your pants. Stay at home. Leave the nice people at McDonald's alone, Florida man. Like, just chill out.
So, another Florida man, which hits close to home, right in Sheridan.
Oh.
A young fellow that goes by JT went by the beach, I guess, one quarry by quarantine night, you know, we're supposed to be in lockdown.
Not supposed to be at the beach.
They leave cops on each bridge, so if you're not supposed to go down there, you don't go. Like, if you don't live there, you don't have a job over there, you're not allowed over there after this hour.
You're supposed to be out.
So I guess he was driving by what the report says is he was drove over the bridge with his headlights off, and one of the officers had seen him, but he didn't go after him. He only followed him, and he drove to the beach and proceeded to drive onto the beach and got stuck. Reversed the vehicle after the cop decided to turn his lights on.
He was drinking.
Something.
He was doing something out there, Florida man. What you doing, Florida man?
Reversed. And got out of the sand. Went flying past and up to another bridge that had a cop on it.
Oh my gosh.
Ran into that police officer.
Oh my gosh, Florida man.
And as the other cop was pursuing him, he reversed back into the other cop that was now pursuing him from the beach, took off from that, and proceeded to get into the wrong lane on one of the roads and slammed into another vehicle head on.
Oh my god, yeah,
So
he was on something out there.
Got charged with fleeing and evading.
Yeah, of course, yeah, fucking running the cop cars.
He also got charged with attempted murder with a deadly weapon, which I guess would be the vehicle.
The vehicle. Wow, he turned the vehicle into a deadly weapon. Wow.
My boy, JT.
Okay, you gotta. Okay. What up, JT? Florida man, your ass crazy out there.
Florida man of the week, bro.
Stay your ass home. You should have stayed your ass home to stay safe, man. Well, I got another Florida man that was in DeLand. So this guy, I guess they want to quarantine. He wanted to go get something to drink. Everybody been drinking a lot, during this quarantine.
Drinking, doing whatever
you know
else.
what I mean? Chilling at the house, smoking, drinking. So he went to the Winn-Dixie to get himself something, get himself some wine. But he couldn't pay for the wine. His broke ass couldn't pay for it, so he said, fuck it. I'm going to drink it here right in the store. So he drinks the whole fucking bottle of wine right there in the Winn-Dixie.
Oh, man.
And then fucking, when the cops show up, of course, what did they find on him? They found drugs, and not that only, an 11-year-old girl. Oh my God, this guy's out here tripping. Getting chased by the cops. Wow. Drinking wine in the Winn-Dixie. With drugs,
like his
and
daughter,
a little
girl, or like just some 11-year-old
girl? No, his daughter, a little 11-year-old
right,
girl, in the back of the car.
Right.
In his back of his car.
I thought
what
we
are
had
you doing,
another
Florida
pedophile
man?
on our hands. I read one of the Florida Men of the Week, like looking for the Florida Man of the Week. I read a bunch of the Florida Men reports, and one of them was about a pedophile, and I'm like, these fucking people, like.
I don't want to talk
they
about
just need to like fucking electrocute
they
all
be,
of them. You just electrocute them right away. If they're fucking
lethal
really
injection.
guilty, go. Not even lethal injection. Fucking electrocute that motherfucker. Bring him to a state that he can be electrocuted in.
Texas.
Make that motherfucker really fried.
But yeah,
torture him a little bit. Like I don't know. It's horrible.
That guy's probably the Florida Man of the Week, wherever he is. But why is Florida so crazy, bro?
Everybody's just too stupid to be called. Someone come up with Chicago Man of the Week or something. Chicago's pretty bad. California, man. I'm sure California has some pretty wild people.
Chicago Man is probably out there just murdering people every week. Chicago Man kills other Chicago
New
Man.
New York Man of the Week.
Yeah, New York Man.
Maybe that's what. No.
New York Man gets COVID-19. That's probably what it would be right now. Fucking ridiculous.
There was a couple Florida men too that were fucking. One of them was arrested outside of his girlfriend's house, and then, what the fuck happened? He showed up the next day, and as he was arrested, he fucking got into like a little scramble and resisted with the officers and spit into the officer lady's mouth.
Oh,
and
man.
he started saying, "I have
he's
COVID, and I'm gonna fucking spread it everywhere."
Oh my God!
And then they tested him, and it took like 4 days to come back, and they just got it back, and they found out he didn't have. He was negative for COVID-19.
People just screaming and shit.
But he was charged with spread of a biological weapon.
Biowarfare.
Yeah, biochemical weapon. Like.
That's
that's a federal time right there. Like minimum, I think I said
minimum
5 years.
You're a terrorist. They're gonna kick your ass. Call you Habibi. I'm not even fucking Indian.
Like they listed like the filed complaint charge because they said people were complaining that the charge was like too crazy and he shouldn't be charged. But
Because
like,
people
you
are going
really
crazy.
are. Like, I mean, you're creating a scramble. Like, now after he spit into that officer's mouth, that officer had to be probably quarantined from day one. Couldn't be around anyone else because then they're going to spread it to another frontliner.
Yeah.
So now you put her out of work. Like, I don't know if it was anybody really important, but but whatever.
It is what it is.
He's fucked.
He's dumbass. I mean, most of the time, people in those situations just get crazy over this fucking virus situation.
And then there's another Florida man that sent a letter 2 times because he had gotten a traffic ticket threatening to mail COVID into the court. So he got arrested and charged for that.
Oh my god.
Fucking dummy.
Fucking idiot, bro. Florida man.
Sorry, bro.
You just stay your ass home, bro. What the fuck's your problem, Florida man? I'll talk about a new Florida man, Tom Brady.
Tom Brady.
Thomas Brady. I don't know what his middle name is. You know what Tom Brady's middle name is?
I couldn't tell you.
I don't know. But anyway, Tom Brady, obviously newly acquired quarterback of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So he's a Florida man. He was on Howard Stern today. Well, I don't know if it was today. I think it was probably yesterday. It might have been today because Howard Stern is, radio guy, right?
He's like, I think
Satellite radio.
Satellite radio, yeah.
But anyway.
Love you, Howard, bro. Big fan. Watched Private Parts
shit,
many times. Owned it until
Howard Stern's the shit.
somebody destroyed it on me.
Yeah, so he's up there, you know what I mean? And
That's
of
something I
course.
should buy on Apple TV.
What, the Howard Stern?
Howard Stern, the Private Parts.
Oh, yeah.
What was it? Fart Man. Fart Man!
So Tom Brady's on there. He's saying he doesn't believe that he doesn't care about his legacy and all this shit and all that, and saying that the things that mutual respect to him and Bill Belichick, he doesn't care about his legacy. You think that's true? You think he doesn't give a fuck about what people perceive about what his legacy is in football? You think that he really just does it for himself? Or this guy can't just say that he doesn't believe, he doesn't like, that's just pretty much just saying poo-pooing on the fans. Saying, like, I don't care what anybody thinks about me after all of this. Or, people get loose on a Howard Stern show and they kind of get a little free.
But think about what? About him being on Howard Stern?
No. Like, he was saying, like, he doesn't, not him in the sense of that, just him leaving the Patriots and going to Tampa Bay and saying that it's messing up his legacy and the fans and everything about that, him being in New England and leaving. You think that he really doesn't care about the fans, or like the people,
I'm sure he definitely cares about the fans, but I think as a football player, I would definitely want to play for more than one team, and whether granted he's gonna be moving from a better spot to a better spot, hopefully, anyway, like cold weather to warm weather, maybe it's something he's always wanted to do. Retire, who knows? It could be for whatever, but hopefully he can do something great for the Bucs. Like that would be awesome to see.
Win a Super Bowl.
Yeah, right.
This Super Bowl is gonna be in Tampa.
I mean, how many years does he even have left? He's been playing for.
He wants
a
to
while
play
now.
2 more years.
Yeah. So that's see what he can do. Like, and I'm sure I heard rumors that they weren't even going to start him in the Patriots anymore.
They obviously didn't want him anymore.
Yeah, so that's why I would have left in that sense too. Why sit on second string after you've done so much for that team and you can go someplace else and maybe even make it to the Super Bowl against your own team. So that's NFC, AFC, right?
Bro. Patriots ain't making the Super Bowl.
Not without Brady, they're not.
You guys are gonna suck, bro. Patriots they're probably gonna suck, but they ain't making no Super Bowl. Not in that AFC. Not with Patrick Mahomes out there gunning people down. So we got any more to add, bro?
Not really. I mean, we could add the joke of the day, but
go for it, man.
It's not really a joke. It's more of the joke of people are making of themselves, wearing tampons on their face as they go out into this fucking world with this COVID thing. Like, at least take a fucking cloth, like rip up an old shirt, fold it up, make some straps so it goes around your ears, and then with that pocket, you can put the tampon in there that hides it so it's not a fucking tampon on your face. Because that is just ridiculous. Like, I guess it could help you breathe, and I can understand that you could just open it, not a tampon, but a pad.
People are putting pads on their face?
They're putting pads on their face. I've
I've
seen
not seen
people
that.
walk around with pads on their face, and it is fucking horrible. Please.
See, that's Florida man probably out there doing that
Please,
shit.
please.
Stop wearing
Put it inside of a fucking thing. Like
why are you putting? Don't put
I mean,
it
I
on
can
the inside of
understand.
anything.
It's gonna hold blood in, so maybe it can hold a virus.
Great logic. Don't put a pad
But
on your face.
they sell.
Just get a mask. Get a bandana.
No, they
put
sell.
a bandana over the mask. Put a
We've
regular
been
mask
looking
and
at
then a
stuff.
bandana over.
They sell air filters, since it's mandatory for us to wear masks now, and where we're at, like your house and where we're at right now. We bought air filters that are rated number 10, which they create cold control viruses and stuff like that.
Yeah, we bought a new air filter last week.
We're gonna rip them all up and cut them into squares and then put them inside the mask that we have.
That'd be a good idea. See, that's a better idea than doing tampons. Do that idea. Don't do the tampon idea. The tampon idea is not a good idea. I don't know who's doing that. I don't know who you saw doing that.
Oh man!
But tell them to stop. If you see somebody wearing a tampon on their face,
I wanted to get a picture, but my phone was dead. I was so pissed. So
It's
pissed.
not worth it. Oh, you go on the internet, you see plenty of people out there wearing weird ass shit. I seen a lady wearing the bag.
I seen the meme of the scooter, the scuba lady, the lady wearing the scuba suit. But that's old. I seen that.
You know the bag.
But I'd wear a scuba suit before I wore anything fucking else. You know, bro, motherfucker, that shit ain't getting in on my water. That shit ain't getting in on my, you know.
You know when you buy a new comforter, and it comes in that little plastic clear bag.
Yeah.
The lady had that shit over her head. Over her head.
My favorite, I seen a meme. It had a dude with like a used Kool-Aid bottle that was cut out to like fit his face, and it went down, and it had a fucking car air filter.
The Hawaiian. Oh no, I didn't see that.
Yeah, it had a car air filter. I was like, yo, that would have been legit. He should have put the like rubber door weather stripping like around the outside, so it would have been tight on his face.
Oh my God.
That should have been a wrap. Like,
it's funny as hell. People are out here tripping.
That's for sure.
That's the joke of the fucking week. Is y'all motherfuckers. Y'all the motherfucking joke of the week.
I got a couple masks still and wrappers, so I'll be alright with that. And then they said at least a bandana or something like that too. So
yeah,
I'll wear my motorcycle helmet. Like, no, I got something on my face, man.
See, I can't wear no bandana or nothing. A black man walking up into no place with a bandana.
That's what they were talking about, people going into banks with bandanas on and shit like that, like looking like bank robbers and stuff.
Nah.
Fucking.
But alright, y'all. Thanks for stopping by again.
It was fun. Make sure you smoke one.
Make sure you smoke one.
Make sure you subscribe.
Even if you just smoke one, smoke another one.
Yeah, smoke another one. Fuck it.
You're like, oh man, that was a good shot. I'll light up another one.
Big shout outs to Peace Pipe if you can read it. We don't, that's my fucking lighter. Peace Pipe, Oakland Park. Supplied us with a lighter today and some wrap for our show.
That's right. Supply it up so we can get high.
Want a sponsor? Hit us
He's
up.
So high,
That's right. We already got one sponsor. I actually got a shitload of these now.
Go check them out.
So if you want one and you see me on the street, let me know. I got a bunch.
Go check them out. Go tell them No Edit sent you. Let them know that you saw us. Go subscribe, share, tell a friend to tell a friend. Have a good week. Wash your hands. Stay home. Be safe. Love y'all. Peace.
Deuces.